Coming to you live from the White Picket Studios in Houston, Texas, this is the Realty Ruckus. If you are in any way, shape, or form involved in the real estate industry, this is the show for you. And now, your host, Alan Hernandez.
Hey, and Alan is getting set up here.
I didn't even have
he thought he was ready to go. He didn't even have his microphone plugged in. It's going to be a good show. That's one
Welcome
thing you know.
That means
to the Realtor Ruckus
show.
Out of the White Picket Realty Studios. We are here to make sure that your business is growing. I am your host, Alan Hernandez. Sitting next to me, your producers, David Bonilla, Gibran Hernandez. Thank you again for joining us. We're on every Tuesday and Thursday from 1:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. And today we have a phenomenal show planned out for you. Don't forget that you can drop all your questions, comments, concerns, angry faces, hearts, you name it, down below. We love to hear from you live while we're on the air. Now, before we start our phenomenal show, as always, we had a phenomenal start already. The fact was that I didn't even have a cable on my microphone. All right.
No, people didn't realize it, but you were going through your voice warm-ups. Alan has a warm-up procedure.
I have a warm-up procedure, and I was getting picked on by Gibran for doing it, and then all of a sudden we go live, and there's no cable to my microphone. So part of the shenanigans when getting a show set up, we moved the show, where we moved the stage just a little bit, and so sometimes ish happens, right?
Yes.
And we're going to talk a little bit about that here later on the show, but before we get to that, man, I want to call out BB for being BB Dominus and predicting that Argentina was going to win 2-1 against France.
Yeah.
And what actually happened?
It was spanked.
For the record, at halftime it was 2-1.
right
after at halftime is 1-1. They come out of halftime. Argentina comes out, scores one. It's 2-1.
Yep.
And then France goes on a tear.
BB just hold it right there.
Goals. Yeah, I know. I was like, all right,
right there.
Just hold it, hold it. Steady.
So is Argentina out?
They're done, man.
They're out of the running.
Yeah.
They're done. They're
Okay,
done.
well,
That's
as
it.
you guys know, Mexico is out.
Yeah, sadly.
Mexico got annihilated.
They didn't get annihilated, but they didn't look good defensively at all against Brazil,
No,
especially
not
in that
even
second
close.
half.
Yeah, I didn't like the way that
Mexico
Neymar
didn't
just
look
kept
good
throwing himself.
defensively at all the entire World Cup.
Yeah.
They looked good on the explosive plays. That's what Mexico. I mean, they had the lowest pass count out of all the teams that played in the World Cup. So they don't pass the ball. They go for big-time explosive plays. Yeah. But sometimes those big-time explosive plays will play against you because you're not set up on defense. And that's what happened, man.
That's what I saw, too. All right, and then now that we have Mexico and Argentina out of the running, where is the bandwagon? Where are the bandwagon fans going?
All right, so I went out and I purchased.
Spain's also out.
Yeah,
Spain's
out. So I went out and I purchased my bandwagon, my bandwagon gear.
Was it Russia?
No. I am switching.
Croatia.
Not Croatia. I'm not going for the Croats.
Belgium.
I am going for Belgium. I'm jumping on the Belgium.
You're jumping on Belgium's
I'm jumping on Belgium's ship.
How is that even? Who?
Because they make good beer. That's why. And they almost got eliminated against Japan. I don't know if you guys watched that game. It was tied 2-2. And Japan
was up 2-0 at one point.
Japan was up 2-0 at the half.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, Belgium comes back, scores 2 goals. It's tied 2-2. Literally, the 90th minute plus 3. So they were already in that third minute of the stoppage time. It's getting ready to go to overtime. And Belgium just drives the ball, whoop, straight down the field, boom, scores in the last second of the game. It was amazing. And I had just picked Belgium before that.
Yeah, right?
Oh, yeah. I was going to be pissed if they lost because that was my second team already getting knocked out. Go out and have to buy more bandwagon gear, man.
All right, so you're jumping to Belgium. Yeah. Where are you at?
I like France.
Leo, you going to France?
Yeah.
Leo says that he likes Brazil.
Brazil.
Yeah, we have Uruguay against France. Brazil is going to face off against Belgium. Sweden will face whoever wins Colombia and England, and then Russia will face Croatia.
So you guys know I'm going for Colombia. That's
your new bandwagon?
That's my new bandwagon ship that I'm jumping on. Of course, it makes sense. My wife's Colombian, so I might as well just cheer for the other side of the winning.
And for those of you watching right now, we will keep you updated on the Colombia-England score.
Yeah, because we're watching it right
now in studio. So
are we still 0-0 on that?
It's still 0-0, 36 minutes.
I can't see the actual score from here, but we will keep you guys updated as we develop our I feel like this is not even the Realty Ruckus anymore. I feel like this is like World Cup coverage. BB Damas's predictions and our bandwagon jumping from ship to ship.
This is like a really, really poor World Cup coverage.
Yeah.
We're like, we like soccer.
You should watch soccer too. All right. Now, hey, last night I got a chance to do something really cool for the community, and I just wanted to share with you guys. Do you remember when I brought those little flags in? It was about maybe like a week ago. We were setting them up.
Yeah.
And I talked to you guys about how I have my kids set them all up and put them all together and whatnot.
Yeah, that's the whole child labor comment.
The whole child labor comment that you thought we were going to get in trouble for.
On the air.
Yeah. And you were worried.
Hot mic.
You were worried about like Texas Workforce Commission or something coming in, but no, we're fine. We put them all together. We're fine. We put them all together.
They didn't catch us.
You're fine.
They didn't They didn't catch us putting our kids to work. and last night we hopped on the longboards and we went up and down the neighborhood on the longboards.
That's so cool, man.
And just put them all out, and it was crazy, man. Because people come up to you while you're doing it. People come up to you and they're like, "Hey, can I get a flag? Is that all right?" And we're like, "Yeah, here. You just take one." And one of the people that did it, I found that they actually went to their house and put it in their front yard.
That's so cool, man.
Yeah.
Awesome,
So,
man,
it's just, little things like that make a big difference. Now what we're going to do is we're going to run an ad. So I took a couple pictures of some of the ones that we posted. We're getting ready to drop an ad for the next 2 days so that they'll know, like anybody in the area will see where the little flags came from, and people can come here and pick one up if they want. Because we got a bunch of extra ones anyway.
Oh, you're running an ad to give away the flags. Oh, that's really cool.
I mean, we're collecting data. And
you get people through the door with that. That's a great idea.
They get a chance to come in here and see where we're at.
Yeah.
They get a chance to know who it is that put the little flags out. And two, we're collecting their contact information. And data is the name of the game at the end of everything. I mean, we talk a lot about that here on the show. However, later, once we come back from this quick commercial break, we're going to tell you guys a whole lot more about where your dues go. If you're a realtor, you definitely want to stay tuned. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're on the Realty Ruckus. Hey Houston, this is Alan Hernandez, and I want to remind you guys to visit our friends over at Quest IRA to learn everything there is to learn about investing with your IRA. Now, if you haven't been over there recently, you have to check them out. They have free educational classes, networking opportunities, the ability to tap into $1 billion for your real estate investing deals. These are the guys to know when it comes to learning about this kind of stuff. You want to make sure you visit them and check them out over at www.questira.com. Again, that's questira.com.
Stop searching and start staying in the know with our Houston Real Estate Events page on Facebook. Follow us by searching at Houston Real Estate Events to stay up to date on the latest events for real estate in the Houston area. If you are interested in having your event on our page, please email me at david@whitepicketrealty.com. Again, that's david@whitepicketrealty.com. Non-paid events only. One more time, find us on Facebook at Houston Real Estate Events, and we'll see y'all at the next one.
Hey guys, Alan here. Are you a home investor in need of house plans and permit expediting services? If so, Houston Plans and Permits is your local one-stop shop. They have over 15 years of professional design experience and have a strong team of knowledgeable permitting expediters to service all of your projects. Please contact them by calling them at 281-372-1555. Again, 281-372-1555. Or visit them at their website, plansandpermits.com. Again, that's www.plansandpermits.com. Hey Houston real estate agents, this is Alan Hernandez, broker at White Picket Realty. I want to let you know that when you're ready to stop working your real estate career and start building a real estate business, Team WPR is a place to be. Not only do we offer real results, real support, and real branding, but furthermore, 80 to 100% commissions of your hard-earned money going back to you. So make sure you reach out to us. Join at teamwpr.com. Again, that's join, Join, at teamwpr.com.
And you got to stop touching your microphone.
Look, I don't know what to do with my hands right now.
I know, man.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
I got to explain it. And by the way, you're on the Realty Ruckus.
Thank you guys for
You
joining
can catch us live on Facebook and YouTube. Ask your questions live on the air. We got answers.
I got yelled at during the break because I can't move my hands, and I have no clue what to do. So the first thing I did was
grab
touch
the microphone,
the wire on the microphone, and it messed things up. So this is just a technically challenged day. But let's talk a little bit about where all of our dudes are going.
Yeah, I just think it's really interesting because we know that HAR has been watching the show.
Yeah.
We know.
Thank you guys for watching.
By the way, we know that you were watching. Yeah, and we also know that this is probably a direct result of NAR coming out and increasing their dues.
Yeah, and by the way, we call them NAR for a reason.
Oh, it's on purpose. It's an insult.
Yeah, we call them NAR
because apparently they don't like being called that. They like to be called NAR. So they're NAR to us.
To us, they're NAR because they're not cool people on our books.
So HAR has done something really cool, and in case you don't get this in the mail, you want to make sure you can go down to the HAR store and grab one of this. It's called Houston Realtor magazine.
Yeah.
It's published by HAR. It's got all the statistics of how the market was doing. We're going to go over that in a second.
Market recap.
Yep.
But most importantly, they did this recap this month where they're actually breaking down exactly where your dues go. And it shows where nationally, all that like $600 that you pay every year, how that gets broken up between the three organizations.
Yeah.
So first, before we jump into that, I want to look at a little bit about the HAR market report. So if you want to just follow me here.
Oh, we're following you right there.
Yeah, here we go. So we got the HAR market report, and this is nuts because we're looking at some home prices in Houston that we've never seen before. I mean, these prices are just entirely unprecedented. They're shifting the landscape of the Houston real estate economy.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I see this two ways. One, property taxes are going to go up, which is going to lower home affordability on a lot of these homes. So some of these homes
interest rates are going up.
Interest rates are going up. Property taxes are going up. So there's going to be a slight recession to follow after all of this rise. But it's been meteoric. So right now, the average home price in Houston is up above $300,000. It is $305,511. That is absolutely incredible that's the average sales price in the city of Houston right now.
It seems like not too long ago, I mean, we were talking about these market reports, and it was like just getting over 250. I mean, I really just remember that.
I remember that. I remember having a conversation being like, hey, 250 or 260.
Well, and if you look here in November of 2017, it was slightly over 250. So, I mean, it's $55,000 over that, and we're only 7 months removed.
Yeah.
Now, this is what's really crazy to me, though. And you got to look at the median home price because the average home price can be skewed by a couple of $16 million, $20 million sales in River Oaks. One of those can skew the whole average.
Yeah.
But the median, those get knocked out, and you're left with really what is that middle sales price.
Yeah.
And this is what really blew my mind. We are now up to $243,000 in the city of Houston. And that's within the HAR market. So that's a greater Houston area. That is an enormously high price. And this goes back to what we were talking about, home affordability. You can't find things under 200,000
I remember
anymore.
when this number was sub 200. We're like,
it was at like 189.
200.
I remember a few years ago it was at 150, 160, 190.
We talked about this already on the show, and we probably made a BB Damas prediction, and we said the longer people wait, the harder and nearly impossible it's going to be for them to buy a house. And I remember sitting down at the NARIP board a few times back when I first started with NARIP and hearing some of the other board members complain about how they had a lot of pre-approved buyers in the 150 to 200 range, and we're having a real hard time finding them anything. So they have all this money sitting on the table.
Tomball for that.
Yeah, I mean, they have all this money sitting on the table because these people want to buy, they're pre-approved, they're ready to go, and they couldn't do it. Now that we have a bunch of pre-approved buyers, I'm looking at the same problem and I'm saying, man, this is a real issue. These people are ready to buy. They want to buy something.
They've got their down payment ready. They want to buy something, and they're not being unreasonable either. It's just that the houses in the sub 200 right now, a lot of them aren't even livable.
Yeah.
Like you'd have to go in and do $15,000, $20,000 worth of work to make them livable.
Well, look, here's the other thing. Like we just listed a house here in the Sharpstown general area. Now Sharpstown didn't flood, but different pockets of Sharpstown took in some water, right? So like one of the houses that we listed,
street to street basis.
One of the houses that we listed took in some water. We're listing it for $165,000. That's market value for this property.
That's non-remodeled, flooded.
No. Here's what I'm trying to tell you. It's remodeled.
Oh, wow.
Completely.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at it and you're like, man, that's a really good deal. Because where else are you going to buy a house for 165 grand with this location?
Dude, yeah, that close.
I'm like,
to
wait
the
a minute,
city.
where's this at? Why
BB's
haven't I
like,
looked at
I'll
this house?
freaking
I
buy it.
asked for this house on the other day.
I saw that look on BB's face. He's like,
Let me tell you,
WTF,
this
man?
is a good house. This is a good house to buy until you get to the point where you see what the insurance is going to cost you.
Ah, gotcha.
And now I'm seeing
That's
it.
the
Now I'm
kicker.
seeing it because I mean, we've had it on the market 3 or 4 days and we've had 8 showings. I mean,
Yeah.
I know
How
that
much
there's
is
a
the
demand.
insurance per year?
It's $2,100 per year.
Yikes.
Just the flood insurance. Just the flood.
Yeah, you still have your homeowner.
Plus
so
your
you're going to be
homeowners.
spending $300 a month on insurance on
Yeah,
this house.
add that to your monthly note, and all of a
Yeah.
sudden you might as well buy a $250,000 house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're
You
right.
know,
And
you
not-
might as well
not in a flood zone.
bump up, not be in a flood zone,
Yep.
and you're good. So it makes things really difficult when you're in that price point,
Yeah,
and,
that makes
and
sense.
to find something that fits that price point without the hair on it. I mean, man, it's almost impossible.
Man, I can almost guarantee if we look at the past 2 or 3 years of data, I guarantee you commute times have also probably gone up longer and longer because these houses that people can afford, they're just getting a little bit further and further and further
true.
out that you have to go.
Well, and I'm going to tell you guys two statistics here that tell me that we're still far from a recession. Because a lot of people, I've already heard that word all over
Yeah.
MSNBC.
That's
all
everyone-
over
that's what everyone's
What's
Fox
far for you?
News. I
3+
would say
years?
3+ years at
Okay.
least. One of the first signs of a recession is condos and townhouses stop selling. They slow down like crazy. They're the
Okay.
first thing to go.
Yeah.
And that was somebody who mentored us in the industry was the one who told me that. He's like, watch out for that because you'll see them shoot up in value and then they stop selling. And when you see them stop selling, now you know, we are on the heels of a recession.
Gotcha.
Last month we
You're,
sold.
you're scaring Lewin. He's on it. He just wrote, "Oh my God!" Whatever you just said just scared him.
Well, 675 units. Now, it wasn't the most units of all time, but it was far above the 5-year trend line, and it was still doing really, really great. On a month-to-month, year-to-year basis, it has stayed fairly steady in the condo market.
Yeah.
In the single family, this is the highest amounts it's sold since last July. 8,157 units sold in the month of May. We're far from a recession. And look, I got into it.
What, I mean, here it says sales of townhomes and condos fell 6.4% in May.
They did. They fell, but but if you look at the trend line, we're far above that trend line.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it should be trending down. That's what it's showing.
Okay.
But it's not slowed down to the point where I go, wait a minute, the values are way skyrocketed. Now no one is buying because that's one of the places where people fail to see values in a condo because you don't own the land. You just own the building, right? And if you look at like Florida during the recession, those are the people that really lost their
They took
butts.
a big hit, yeah.
Oh, condos and townhouses. I mean, they're townhouses they were buying for 500 grand. They were now worth 100 grand.
Yep.
And those are the first things to fall in a recession. We're still doing okay. And a few months ago, I was on a panel, and I had a differing view with another investor. He was saying there's going to be a post-Harvey slump, post-Harvey slump, post-Harvey slump. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. I'm going, no. I've been saying this since the day Harvey hit. We're going to have the hottest summer of all time in 2018, and it's going to push through. There's going to be a post-Harvey boom, and that's what we're seeing right now. There's a post-Harvey boom.
Well, it's because there's so many people that are still looking, and they're willing to push the price up a little higher on the stuff that they can somewhat afford. The one that I can think of right now, Bear Creek, man. I mean,
That place
Bear Creek is
devastated.
incredible. It was devastated. It was worth mid 180s, maybe 200. Right now, you can't buy anything there for 225. You know,
Yeah,
it's
and even
crazy.
those things are, flying
they're
off
just
the market.
flying off the market. As long as they're done well, they're flying off the market, and people just don't care.
And a lot of people wondered if Bear Creek would be able to rebound just because how much of it was underwater.
Yeah, exactly. And so anyway, we none of us could have really predicted everything that's
God,
happening
no.
right now. If we had a crystal ball, we wouldn't be in real
Well,
estate.
and even the most respected person I know for real estate is Dr. Ted Jones, and he's the one who said it. Anyone who tells you they can predict everything in the real estate market is a liar or a thief.
yeah.
I mean, that's just the reality. No one can fool it, but you can look at the numbers and go, I think we're doing okay.
Okay, so what about the people that are still out there saying, I can't get somebody to buy, or I can't get somebody to, I'm not doing enough business. What's going on? Is it the market or is it them?
It's a personal.
Yeah.
It's a personal. The market is
Yeah.
on fire right now, And if you're a realtor or even in the real estate industry, you should be doing the most business ever. The only space that's getting really crowded is the investment space.
Yeah.
Now, if you're an investor and you're like, I can't find deals, I hear you.
Yeah.
They're slim.
We saw that, and we saw that one
and there's
coming.
there's people buying it. I saw 87% deal the other day sell.
Yeah.
I'm going, how? How will this person ever make money
Somebody sent
on an
me
87%
today.
deal?
I got one today at 80% loan to value,
Yeah.
including repairs, and it's a flood house.
I saw that somebody posted in one of the groups, and then we'll jump into the dues.
Yeah.
But somebody posted in one of the groups, amazing deal, Spring Branch, and I was like, okay, I'm interested.
Yeah.
68%. I was like, ooh, I'm really no. It was
saw that.
68% without any repairs.
Yeah.
Once you added all the repairs, it was an 82% deal. I'm going, man, these numbers are too tight.
I love how people post on there that you can rehab a flood house for $30,000.
Oh yeah,
I'm
I
like,
see that all the
dude,
time.
Like why?
entry.
Like why would you even try that?
All right. So every year we have to pay about $500 to HAR.
Yep.
And HAR says, well, we're splitting this up amongst everyone. We're not the only ones taking. And you know what? For the first time, I actually believe them because I'm looking at this and I'm going, HAR, out of the $469, and that doesn't include the tray pack contribution if
Yeah.
you choose to make that. Out of the $469 base dues, only 132 goes to HAR.
Yep.
152 goes to TAR, which is the Texas Association of Realtors, and 185 goes to NAR.
NAR.
Now,
NAR.
I love also because down here they said how the dues increased since 97,
This
right?
is the interesting
And
part.
this
This
is
is
where
the
it gets
great
really
part.
interesting because
Yeah.
this is 20 years. 20 years, 21 years. HAR has actually gone down 5%. TAR up 108%, and NAR up 142%.
Now,
on their
before the show, I
dues.
pointed this out, and Alan made a really good point about it. He said, "Yo, that's a setup right there."
Yeah, this is
Don't
a
be
setup to
surprised if
increase
HAR
dues.
comes in
Don't
and
be
says,
surprised
"Hey,
if we have to
guys."
pay a little bit extra. It's part of it, and you know if you're a professional, you understand that there are dues to pay. So if you're the guy, if you're going to be the person that complains about it, the only thing that you should be complaining about is the value that you're getting from where your money's
right.
going. The way I see it, HAR does everything that they say they're going to do plus some. So there's no issue there. My only issue has always
Look,
ever been with NAR.
I wouldn't
and
care.
Here's what they're saying. Look, they're telling me that we're paying $185 so that we can call ourselves realtors. I mean,
Yeah, so-
do I really need to do that?
Yeah, so when you jump into the HAR member benefits, I mean, we know what HAR does. It's the most powerful search engine in Houston. They spend a ton of money on advertising. I don't remember if you know, remember when they did the name change? They bought like 20, 30 billboards and put them up all over the place. And I'm being told that we got to jump to a quick commercial break. But when we get back, we're going to keep going into this, and we'll get you some events that'll be going on this
Yeah,
weekend.
you guys definitely want to stay tuned. How are we doing? Is Columbia winning?
You're on the Realty Ruckus. We're at halftime. It's 0-0.
We'll be right back. Stay tuned. Hey Houston, this is Alan Hernandez, and I want to remind you guys to visit our friends over at Quest IRA to learn everything there is to learn about investing with your IRA. Now, if you haven't been over there recently, you have to check them out. They have free educational classes, networking opportunities, the ability to tap into $1 billion for your real estate investing deals. These are the guys to know when it comes to learning about this kind of stuff. You want to make sure you visit them and check them out over at www.questira.com. Again, that's questira.com.
Stop searching and start staying in the know with our Houston Real Estate Events page on Facebook. Follow us by searching at Houston Real Estate Events to stay up to date on the latest events for real estate in the Houston area. If you are interested in having your event on our page, please email me at david@whitepicketrealty.com. Again, that's david@whitepicketrealty.com. Non-paid events only. One more time, find us on Facebook at Houston Real Estate Events, and we'll see y'all at the next one.
Hey guys, Alan here. Are you a home investor in need of house plans and permit expediting services? If so, Houston Plans and Permits is your local one-stop shop. They have over 15 years of professional design experience and have a strong team of knowledgeable permitting expediters to service all of your projects. Please contact them by calling them at 281-372-1555. Again, 281-372-1555. Or visit them at their website, plansandpermits.com. Again, that's www.plansandpermits.com.
Hey Houston real estate agents, this is Alan Hernandez, broker at White Picket Realty. I want to let you know that when you're ready to stop working your real estate career and start building a real estate business, Team WPR is a place to be. Not only do we offer real results, real support, and real branding, but furthermore, 80 to 100% commissions of your hard-earned money going back to you. So make sure you reach out to us. Join at teamwpr.com. Again, that's join, Join, at teamwpr.com.
And we are back on Realty Ruckus. Remember that you can find us live on Facebook and YouTube, where if you chat with us live during the show, we can answer your questions live on the air. Now, before we went to break, we're talking about what do you get out of your HAR, your NAR, and your TAR membership. And I think HAR is undisputed.
Yeah.
You can go there, get all sorts of training. If you're an agent, you can go there. You can record videos in their studio for like $50 to $100. It's so cheap, and it's a beautiful, amazing studio. You've got the Realtor store there that sells all the crap that you could ever want and need, including those stupid little clips that go on the signs that you can't find anywhere else. I mean, they got it all there.
Yeah.
It's a one-stop shop. They do a great job. That $132, it kind of pisses me off that they only get 132 of that. I would actually be okay with them taking the other 185.
You should just switch those out.
Yeah. So I want to look at, though, because like you said, let's look at what do you actually get for your NAR dues, because they seem to feel like their dues are so valuable.
They're worth a whole lot more.
That
apparently.
they could increase them this year by another, what was it, $20?
$30.
$30
Yep. 30.
and be okay. So first of all,
I love this list.
is hanging their hat on the fact that they have the Realtor word trademarked.
Yep.
Now, let's be honest. No freaking development takes place on that.
Nope.
That's a word that was trademarked, I believe, 40 or 50 years ago. It has stayed that way. They've renewed the trademark. They don't do anything to fight it. I've seen other people. I've never heard of anyone receiving a cease and desist letter for using the word realtor. And let's be honest here. They're super proud of the fact that you can buy a .realtor domain. Really?
Yeah, who uses that? Who's heard of that? I hadn't heard of that till here.
I've never had a client be like, "Are you a realtor?"
Yeah. No, I'm a licensed real estate agent.
Yeah.
No,
but are you a realtor though? Are you a member of NAR?
Yeah. No one has ever said that.
Like,
I don't think
you're like,
anybody
no, ma'am,
cares.
I'm not. Well, I can't do business with you.
Yeah. And quite honestly, I mean, the reality is that if it wasn't for the fact that we're forced to have NAR membership, NAR membership, we probably wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't. I would rather send my money to TradePack.
They give you the trademark for realtor. They give you a
code of ethics. Ooh,
just to make sure that you are doing everything ethically.
Yeah.
Updated
when was the last time you saw a NAR code of ethics violation ever come up?
Consumer advertising campaign. I've never seen it.
Yeah, I've seen that on TV.
This is my favorite one.
Hire a licensed realtor.
They give you professionalism.
Oh, without NAR, I couldn't be a professional.
You can't be a professional or be seen as a professional. This is hilarious.
The silliest list I've ever heard of.
They give you discounts, which again I've never used. They give you technology to ZipLogics.
And if you're out there and you've actually used the discount, the MVP they call it, Member Value Plus program, let us know what you used it on.
Like, are we talking ish for no reason?
Who uses RPR? Who uses RPR? Who uses ZipLogics?
Nobody.
Who
has their .realtor, because that's such a big deal.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, I have to have a .realtor.
If I get a .realtor, I'm going to close 3 more deals this month.
It says Center for
has
Realtor Technology. As far as I know, NAR has done zero to advance any type of home or realtor technology. They've actually just thrown away a bunch of money while getting surpassed by all of their competitors out there.
Yep.
It's silly.
They do offer a realtor store, so if you want to buy something from them and make them more money, you can do so. Yeah, of course. They're so kind.
And they do their realtor party down on Capitol Hill.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's such a big deal. And then they have the RPAC, which is the Realtor Political Action Committee, which is like the TradePAC, but for the national level. However, when was the last time we actually saw something from NAR saying this is what we're fighting for?
This is what we're standing for.
This is what we're
I know
doing
they do
for
have it on their
realtors.
website, but you got to go dig for it.
Yeah, that should be a message that they're delivering. That's probably the most value. Hey, we're fighting on behalf of this. We're fighting on behalf of
what are you fighting for?
Stricter regulations for licensing. We're fighting for whatever.
I'll tell you what, they're definitely not fighting for
for
that.
stricter regulations.
No, and the
more
list,
members,
the list
more
goes
money.
on. Oh my God, they do the Real Estate Today radio show Oh, wow.
That probably gets as
amazing.
much views as our show.
And Realtor, it says Realtor.com on here, but the reality is that
They sold
Realtor.com is not owned by them
Yeah,
anymore.
they sold it.
Sold it.
So that shouldn't even be on his list.
Yeah.
And then you jump into TAR. Now, I honestly never knew what the heck TAR did except the promulgated forms and the fact that they oversee a few things.
I'll tell you something.
Yeah.
I use the you know what out of TAR.
Yeah.
The
TAR.
the
The
TAR
TAR.
hotline.
I use the
Now the hotline,
I
that
use
would be
it
worth it
all
right
yeah,
there.
the
I
time.
see what you mean. Yeah,
'Cause I
that
get these
hotline is really
crazy-
worth it.
I get people in my office with these crazy ideas or crazy scenarios.
Yeah.
And it's a good place to call and just be like, hey,
Yep.
what do you think about this? You know?
Is this legal?
Yeah, is this legal? And usually the answer is no. So if you guys ever have any questions, really this is a great resource.
Yeah.
It's a number that you call. There's attorneys there, and they'll call you back and they'll answer any question that you can have regarding real estate, of course.
And here's what's funny. The very first benefit on TAR is professionalism too. And it just says the Realtor Code of Ethics.
So that's not a.
It's
that's
not
just-
even an
it's
NAR
nothing.
thing. It's just do the damn right thing.
Yeah.
Don't go out there and steal grandma's house.
Hey, they do offer a member discount for AAA, and I happen to love AAA.
Oh,
so
great.
I think
AAA is great.
That's what I'm going to have to take advantage of. Anyway, we're running out of time. Let's talk a
Yes.
little bit about some of the events that we have coming up, and make sure that you guys out there are putting these on your calendars. This is where we're going to be, and where we can catch you guys as well.
All right, so let's hit these quick and highlight the important ones. First off, Team WPR monthly summit next Monday at Valero Title in the Galleria. Our monthly team meeting where we have excellent speeches by our leadership team, training, company awards, and news and announcements. Now, if you ever wonder what the WPR culture is like, you can come check it out by getting a personal invite from me. Just hit me up at david@whitepicketrealty.com. We're going to have breakfast, lunch, and giveaways. Our sponsors are really coming through this time with some good giveaways, so that's going to be an exciting one to see.
Speaking of sponsors, big thanks to Maria Segura at Goosehead
Awesome.
Insurance. She's providing us and all of our realtors breakfast. And Lucy Gonzalez with Altera Mortgage,
Very
she's
nice.
going to be hosting lunch and teaching us all about her services. So we're excited to see everyone out there. That's this coming Monday.
This coming Monday. And as always, Josie Anderson as well with Valero Title for providing the venue. Thank you, Josie. And then actually, Alan is going to be on a panel for NAREP which is called Secrets to Real Estate Investing. And that's going to be July 11th. So not this Wednesday, which is 4th of July, but the next. We're going to be having Alan on a panel with a bunch of other great investors, kind of giving us the secrets to
I'll be
what we need to know.
emceeing this one. So this is
awesome.
a good opportunity for me to pick on everyone on the panel themselves. and we have some amazing guests. We have some really, really cool people. We have Dee Franco.
Yeah.
We have Oscar Murcia from Patent Law. We have Rochelle Davis from Davis Law.
Yeah.
And then we have, of course, Eddie
Eddie
Gant.
Gant.
I mean, come on, who doesn't want to meet and talk to Eddie Gant, one of the largest single-family investors here in Houston and lender. And then, of course, I'll get a chance to pick on them and ask them some questions. Did I mention Dee is going to be on there too?
Dee.
Yeah, so it's going to be a really cool event. Make sure you guys get your tickets. The early bird special ends real soon, so you might want to check it. You can find them at
check that out.
NAREP-Houston on Facebook.
All right. And then last but not least, actually, later this month, since you are running for the HAR Board of Directors in 2019, we're going to be having a campaign party for Alan. And the planning for that is in the works. We know it's going to be a little bit later in July, probably July 26th, with a venue to be determined and an exact time as well. But that should be a great time. I know last year was a very popular event.
We had a great time last time.
Yeah.
We all got a chance to get together. I think it ended with everyone singing karaoke. We may not go that far this time.
Which you actually won last time as well.
I did win the karaoke challenge last time. So anyway, I don't know. We might do that again. But point of the matter is, we're running for the HAR board in 2019, and we want all of your support out there. Anyone who's listening, anyone who's licensed, you'll get a chance to vote as of July 26th, all the way up to August 6th, I believe. And we'll get you those exact dates down below. But make sure that you guys take advantage of your voting rights and go on there and cast your ballot for yours truly. All right, is that all the events that we have?
That's it.
Thank you guys again for joining us. Don't forget that we're on every Tuesday and Thursday from 1:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Keep up your ruckus, and we'll see you next time.
This has been the Realty Ruckus. Make sure and join us every Tuesday and Friday for new episodes. Find find us on YouTube and Facebook for replays of previous episodes. And as always, keep elevating yourself and keep up your ruckus. Thanks for listening. Realty Ruckus has been brought to you by Smart Pig Media Productions.